Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you doing? I just want to say I appreciate you guys being here. Today, we are talking about the monthly writing update. Once a month. This one's going to be interesting because there's just a lot of final drafts or just rereads of books that just needed some new edits. That's just the truth. I did a video about like my failures of writing, and now I'm always going to be open with everyone about my writing side of this channel, of all my writing faults and just so on. Just because I want to be honest with you guys completely and always just upfront about every single thing I'm doing. So first off, let's get this out of the way. I am finally finished with the final book of my fantasy series of Stone of Kings, which is ADWW. That is now done. That will be going to the editor. I think around May is where we're going to aim for, is send that to my editor in May. It's just because right now I got a lot of things going on in my life, especially moving. We are moving. My girlfriend and I are moving in together around May, so just more of a focus on that at the moment. So another one is my secret project, When the Levee Breaks, is 100% done for its final draft as well. It's gonna seem like a lot of my books that I'm telling you guys are like, oh, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. A lot of these only need to get a read through just to double check if everything is correct. Not a lot of them needed like edits, if that makes sense. Usually my final draft, that before it goes to the editor, gets one more revamp through. I always have a lot of my beta readers read it, and then they'll tell me what they think needs to be done. And with these last two that I'm just explaining to you guys, they had no complaints. They just said, hey, make sure you just read it one more time. So that's how I did. When the Levee Breaks is just a novella that's like 65 pages long. Revisiting it, there's a couple things I changed just slightly that I was like, But I haven't read that book or ADWW since July of last year. So revisiting these two books with a new look at things was awesome. Another book that was for its final draft was Welcome to My Life. Now, originally I had a lot of my beta readers. I wrote down my notes. I do things in my notes. It's just like a group thing where I just have everyone will write what they think should be changed, so on and so forth. And there's a couple things that needed to be changed in it, and I did change it. And there was just slight miscommunication for timelines in the book, so I did change that as well. And that is 100% done as well, which is exciting. I mean, this book, I didn't touch it since June, I think. I think it was June was my last time I actually read this book and finished it and checked the draft. So with that being said, that book was also done, which is really exciting. I'm so excited to see like a lot of these books getting finished. Welcome to My Life, Secret Project Welcome to My Life, is actually going to be the first book in 2026 to be released that is going to be on its own. It's going to be a standalone, just like Newtown was. And with this one, it's not going to be a scary book. It's not going to be a fantasy book. This is going to be just our time, but it's just going to be a different first-person kind of book. I don't really know what the genre is. I'll have to have a couple people help me with genres, because I'm like, what is a genre of this? Sometimes, because genres are just so weird nowadays, that I don't know where to exactly put certain things in there. So with me, I'm like, I don't know. Secret Project, Welcome to My Life, it's 100% done. That will go to the editor. I think I'm going to aim for the middle of the summer-ish, somewhere around there to late summer is the goal to send it to my editor. Last but not least, this is the one I really did a fine tooth with just to double check all the errors, and that is Newtown. That is my new horror novel that I wrote back and released back in October. There was a couple things I talked about that I myself did a lot of faults with this book, and I just wanted to do justice and get back into grinding out and getting it all finished. And I'm really glad I did that. There's some things I'm like, why is this in here? Why didn't I double check this? Because I did not double check anything with this book when I released it. And that is just my fault. And I will always try to get better at all of this. I can blame editors, I can blame my betas, but at the end of the day, I'm the one clicking the submit button. I'm the one that's saying, yep, this is fine, and uploading it. I'm the one doing all of these faults. So I'm not blaming anyone besides myself when it comes to Newtown, The Battle of Evermore, and A Path of the Wolf. It's always my faults. And with that being said, those are what my monthly writing updates are. Next month, I think how everything's going to roll, I have one other book for its second draft is going to be working on, so I'm really excited to get that out of the way. And then after that, I think I'm actually going to be finally writing again. How this book is, I'm telling you guys now that it's going to be on the second draft. It's only like 120 pages currently. So I think it's going to be about 150 pages by the time it's done for its final draft. That's the goal. I want to write some really short books, and I want to write really long books. I just want to do 50-50 with those. So this one's going to be about 150, 160 pages is probably my goal. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you everyone for watching this channel. Thank you everyone for watching my writing updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay weird.